everybody. It's Jill, and I have not set my new planner up yet. So I thought I would bring you in and we would just have a chat, and I would do that with you. And I will give you an idea of some things that have been going on. Uh, as of the making of this video, this is the 30th of June of 2026. Just getting situated in my chair. Okay, I have several things here on my desk that I wanted to show you, and then we will get to setting everything up. This I had bought a while back from Planner Kate, and I can tell you the numbers if you want. It is the FTV 162C Original MK 424. Whatever that means, because I am not familiar with what all of those numbers mean. But we will open this up and use some of it. And I have the planner here that I have been using. And I was originally going to use this cover for my planner. This is from Live Love Posh. But I have decided I'm not going to use this on my day-to-day planner. But I need to pull some things out of this planner to put in it. The planner I'm going to use is my Happy Planner. Now here is the rest of it, okay? I did want to show you that I do have a full calendar here that goes to the end of this year and then starts again in January of next year and goes all the way through to June of 2027. So I thought it was an 18 month. July, August, September, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, it's 1 year. Oh, I guess I just now realized I didn't buy an 18-month calendar. That's okay. So it's a July start and goes through June of the following year. And that's okay. This one is the reading hour planner. All right. I just wanted you to see that I do have a full planner. I also bought the notebook, and I did open all of this with you guys. This is the reading hour notebook. It has 3 sections in it. 1, 2, and 3. And I haven't decided how I'm going to use this one yet, but I just really liked the aesthetic of this one. And I do think that I'm going to keep these discs on for now. I had thought that I would take those off and use a different metal disc, but I really like the way it looks. And I have found that oftentimes when I use this type of a quilted cover, that the punch on them can turn just a little bit better on the plastic than it does on the metal. There's just a tip for you, okay? So this is the reading hour planner from Happy Planner. It did come with these notes, post-it notes, your year at a glance, your month, your full year calendar, 2-year calendar, and then your month at a glance by day. This is your daily year calendar here. It's so often called a perpetual calendar. And then we start right here with the currently page before we begin the month. Okay, So I have 3 months put in here right now. And I also put in this bookmark that I got, and I put it right here at the month, but that's probably not where it's going to stay because I have a monthly that I want to put in. And then here is August, and here is September. Okay, now I want to put, before we start decorating, I bought 3 of the extensions, and I don't know which ones I'm going to use yet, but I want to open them and take a look at them and see what they are and slide them into my planner. Now this was a collaboration with Angela Nikias from Pink Light Studio, and so they have it right here because it was a collaboration. I wasn't totally happy about the fact that I have a mark across here, but that's minor. It's minor. It's not a big deal. I did put a few of the note pages in the back here. So I might want to, first of all, put something here that says notes. And I do have that in this other planner right here. It says notes. You know what? I'm trying to remember if I took the little plastic off of this thing. Just looks a little bit frosty and I can't remember. So as today is the 30th of June, it is the end of my birthday month. Dad and I know it doesn't have a plastic on it. Okay, that's fine. Dad and I went to a doctor's appointment for him today. I am looking forward to tomorrow because tomorrow I'm staying home. Now, I do have some this is a laminated sheet that I made many years ago. It is for my channel basically, but it has some, gosh, do I still need it? I don't think I even need this anymore. None of this works for, yeah, this will have to get changed because none of this even works anymore on my channel. I don't even really use any of it. I will probably clean that off. I have some of these that are like a daily sheet. I'll put them in here. I have these that are crafty papers that I have left and a dot grid. And this is why I only put 3 months in here. All right, so that is my notes section. I will leave that there. Okay. We will come back to the rest of this when the time comes. Let's start with this one, which is important dates. Yesterday, I had to go for an appointment to the hospital, and they gave me a heart monitor, the portable heart monitor called a Holter monitor, because I had been having PVCs. This is why I am not on camera today. I just don't feel up to it, to be honest. Okay, we have a bookmark, which can be designated for the important dates. And then we have it here, celebrations and birthdays, important dates. Let me move these other ones so this will lay flat. We have stickers that go with it. We have a folder. On this folder is a double, it's made a little bit different. That's good. You know, I had trouble with the other folders because everything kept hitting. Man, this one might work good. Ah, we shall see, huh? Now, the theme of this is like a neutral reading, books, and coffee. So the color scheme, ah, okay. So the birthdays, anniversaries, celebrations, special occasions, and other. And on this side, we have January dates. So there's January. And then on the back side, it is dot grid, and you can put more notes there. And we have February all the way through to December. All right. That is not all going to go. Putting these together and playing with all of this stuff is very, very soothing and relaxing for me. Then we have important notes. Okay. We're going to put it in there, and then if it feels like it's too much, then we can make some changes. All right. This is important dates. So we will decide what to put on there. Okay, let's look at the next one. The next one is addresses. Write it down. Okay, we have another bookmark. We have some more stickers. We have another folder. Let's see if it's built the same. It is built the same. Interesting. Oh, look at that. Address book is our dashboard. I am liking the color scheme here. Okay, but I feel like our addresses need to go back here. I am not likely to get into the addresses real often. It's going to be a collection spot. And then this will just get transferred to all of my planners. Okay. And I think I'm going to leave the folder behind the addresses. So family, And it has name, phone number, email, and address. Friends, neighbor, service, and appointments addresses. Hmm. Okay. Well, probably what I will do is I will put like the electric company, the electrician, the plumber, that kind of thing on there. Education, business and shopping. I feel like they didn't give me enough of those. Travel and accommodations, and other miscellaneous. I feel like they didn't give us enough of those either. Yeah, we'll work with it. Now we're already starting to fill this up. We will look and see where we're at, and if I want to put an expander disc on here. Healthcare. Okay, there's that one. So there's addresses. Now let's turn this. Where's the other one at? Important dates. Hmm. So with the folders in here, you don't see. Oh. So to me, I'm going to want to put the folders at the back so I can see the tabs. Otherwise, I'm not going to see those. Okay, and the third one I got, which I'm very interested to see how they laid this out, is the caregiver. I do not think that I'm going to need all the features on this one, but since I take care of my dad, I thought we would see what they offer. Okay, we get another folder and another bookmark, stickers, visited, appointment, mood, telephone calls, battery. This might be, hmm, would this like be battery check for pacemaker? Not really quite sure. Okay, this says medical care, medications and doctor's information, logs, trackers, and emergency info. I'm going to put this one at the back as well because I'm not quite sure how much of this will get used. Okay, we've got medical summary, medical history, diet, nutrition, allergies and side effects, hygiene routine, and other notes. And on the back side of there is a place to write. Okay. Appointed representative. So name, contact, location, living will, emergency contact, hospital and emergency services, special instructions. Then we have medications and prescription stuff, a medication list. I will tell you this, always do that in pencil. You don't even want to know how many times we've changed ads. Okay, non-prescription medications, supplements, and other things here. Appointment schedule and follow-ups. Daily care. Mood and alertness, therapy, notes, hygiene, grooming, bathing, and getting dressed by himself or with help, and notes for that. Vital signs, medication, meals and fluids, toilet and diaper needs, mood and alertness, therapy and notes here, and hygiene here. So, oh, this is a daily. Okay, how many of those do you get? So there's 4 to a page. 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, 48, 52, 56, 64 days. Okay, so unless you make copies of these, you only have 64 full days. And actually, this is probably, if you were to check in once a week, how many weeks? 52 weeks in a year. So if you did one check in per week, you could use, this would be enough to do. Now, with Dad, he takes care of himself. He's still driving. So actually, you know what? I think I'm not going to put these in here at the moment. And I think I will take this folder as a place to store these pages until I do decide I need them. And I also think I'm not going to need all of these folders at the moment. I think one is enough, and I need to decide what color. This looks more mocha to me than this one. I think I'm going to keep this one and move this peachy colored one out and just have the one folder. It doesn't mean I'm not going to use it down the road, but for now, I think one folder is enough. All right, so there is the medical care, the addresses, And why don't I move important dates? No, I want to keep it with the calendar and the notes, leave the notes behind it. All right, so I'm going to clear that off. You doing okay, Serbs? What you doing, Bubby? Are y'all done? All I do is spray water on a paper towel. How you can see. And then I just wipe it off. Now I used the Stettler pins. They are Stettler Luma Color non-permanent pins, and they are a fine tip marker, and this is what I use to write on the laminated sheets. And then they are not permanent and they can just be wiped off. Okay. Now that can actually go right here, and I can decide later what I want it to be, but it can go right here behind notes. If I wanted to, I can put stickers on it, any number of things. Okay, now, oh, gotta put that other in here, this bookmark. I didn't take the plastic off of those, did I? It is so hot, you guys. It is just so hot. And if you can probably tell, I don't have any energy. That's why I'm not doing a live. It takes so much energy to do a live. And I know it sounds like maybe that's just me. Maybe other people don't have that issue. But I find that talking, looking at the camera and the chat, and then showing everything I want to show and trying to make sure that I tell you all everything I want to tell you. I don't know. I find it to be, at least for me, it can be quite draining. I really enjoy it, but it's draining. And that's something, energy is something I have in short supply at the moment. Okay, this is where we're at right now. That's the thickness we're at. And if you look at it, it matches pretty well with the width of the disc with just what I have in here so far. So I would say I won't be putting a whole lot more in there. All right, I'm not going to use these, and I want those to be put away so that I can use them somewhere else. I think I might leave this on actually. This one is the dogs. All right, this one is Brain Dump, and I think I want that in there. This is the checklist. I want that in there. This one is finance. I do want it. Then, I have, these are cheat lists for planner sizes. I believe I want that in there with my notes. Over here on the side, I am looking through. This one is a master list for groceries. I also in here somewhere have okay, this is the back of that one. And this is the front of the dog one. So I'm going to transfer it to the front of this. To hold this one together. And this is all the things that were in this book that I'm really not using. Let me show them all to you. Kind of makeshift. Just not, don't really want these colors in here. Not really doing the shopping list right now. I may take one and then I have some more clear. This was the cover list, the cover page for this book. And that's June. Now I have some things in here. Like I have a check that I need to cash. I have this and this that need to go in there. And here is my tracking list right here. And that is everything out of this one. And this one can be put away now. And these can be put away. All right. Now we have this one. Okay. This one, where is the monthly? I thought I took it out of there. Did I not? Nope, right there. See that? There it is, right there. Because this is July. And that's the month. So I'll leave that over there till I decide where I want it. Okay, so now I have the month. Now, what was I using for the daily? Okay, we can use it for the daily. Some of these can be pretty tricky. Okay, we're all right now. Now, when I do the dailies, I do not move this. Like when I'm done with right here with this one, I don't move this. I move this. Pull this up, go like that, put this over here, and now it's in the center again. All right, so this is at the end of the month. So, no, this is my tracker. These are the things I track: the coffee pot cleaning, the dog's medicines, water filters, that kind of stuff. And this is what I did. This was a regular piece of paper, and I folded it. It's punched. It's a paper from Heavy Planner packs. This particular one was from the dog's pack. And I just folded it in half right there. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 spots. Okay. That one goes in here, things to track. All right, this is the VA. Let's put that one in there. This one is the NOAA project. That's going in there. This is that check that I need to cash. That'll go in there. This is a note from Chelsea, and I've been putting it in every one of them. Okay, we have my brain dump. I think that should go right here with notes. All right. Yep. Notes, brain dump will go right here. And you can still see. All right. And then this one is the check off. That really needs to go at the front. All right, now I have brain dump, notes. And before we get to the addresses and the yada yadas, we have finances. And I think where is it going to hit? Will I be able to see it? Yes. Okay. So it will go. Now, I do not budget. Mr. Fiber pays the bills. So I do not keep a budget. However, I do track things that I pay for on a monthly. The monthly draws, things like, you know, the TV and all that kind of stuff. I keep track of that here in my book. All right, so this is my cheat sheet for the notebooks. I need to laminate these. They are going to get to be a mess. So I shall do that soon. I want to put it in notes. Because they're going to get really fragile. What is this one? Is the grocery stuff, right? Okay. I think it can go here. And I may laminate this one too. All right, that's everything I'm taking out of the other one and everything I'm putting into this one. And now let's look again. Okay, now you have to watch because it's starting to lift. I don't know how long I'm going to be in this one because look at how it gets dirty. It's already getting dirty right there. All right, so I'm going to remove this is important dates, important notes. I'm going to remove one section of that. Then in the notes section, I'm going to leave these dailies. And I'm going to remove this one because this one had the dogs on it. Just kind of a mishmash. And a few of these, just keep a few of those on there. And that will take some of the weight. Now you see why I did not put all of the, see that's laying better now. Not lifting up like it was. Okay, now all of this will go in a stack over behind me and it will get used in here, but at the moment it's too much. Okay, I am going to take a moment to stand up and stretch, and then we will decorate and I will talk to you some more. Okay, I moved you a little bit closer. Let's see what's in this Planner Kate hack. I am aware there are shadows, and that is because I have the rest of my lights off. Okay, so we have, we have a bunch of icons and things here. And then we have washi tape on the side. We have boxes to do all of our to-dos and some icons here. We have our to redate, where we can redate it. More boxes. These are the decorative boxes. Oh, look at the bandana stuff. That's fun. More washi right here. More washi here. Oh, there's lots of washi. Oh, and then we have more dates. So we could how many do we have? Just the two? Let me see. Yeah, we have the two. I think I'm going to save that and use this one for the first week. and do the red, white, and blue. And this actually is not black. This is actually like a dark navy. I know that looks black, but yeah, I don't think it is. I'm trying to see it more up close. I think it's a dark navy. That's a little dark for me. Okay, we're just gonna play around with it. So I'm not gonna do the currently right now. I'm not gonna do the monthly right now. I am going to do the first week. Oh, did I move you? I'm sorry. Come back over here. All right. That's the month. There we go. So the days of the week, we can just start putting them down. And I don't think I want to read. Yeah, we will. Okay. Monday. I'm just going to go down the row. So Dad was having some trouble with his legs swelling up. Well, nobody seemed really all that worried about it. Now, I took him last week. I'm going to try to remember now whether it was last week or the week before. I believe it was the week before, and I took him to Abilene to go to the ER. And we called his primary at Monday's the 29th. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. Wednesday is the 1st. Okay. Whoopsie. Talking and not paying attention. So I took him to Abilene. They wanted us to go to an urgent care, and they told us the address of it, all that stuff. Okay. We did that. Checked in, all of that. And we get in the room, and she said, I'm not sure why you're here. And I said, well, his legs are swelling. And he couldn't get in with his primary, so they sent us here. And she says, but we can't do anything. And I said, what do you mean? She said, well, we can't run any tests. We can't write any scripts. We can't do any of that. Do what? What? Never in my life would I thought that I would hear that. I, Dad and I looked at each other and went, what the what's going on? So we left there, and I said, Dad, what? I don't know what to tell you. She said that we needed to go to an ER. And I'm like, That's where we were. It said urgent care. Is urgent care not an ER? I mean, I, I don't understand that. They're not the same, evidently. Okay. Wednesday's the 1st. Saturday is the 4th. Yes, Saturday is the 4th. Okay. Which makes Friday the 3rd, right? These are cool. These little boxes, that's kind of funny. Putting these in these little boxes. I know. It's got dates on it. I know. But somehow doing this is just fun. Okay. So Dad and I, we left there. We did a couple other errands, and then we head back. And I said, okay, we can go to the next town over where I go to the doctor. I said, we can go over there. They have an emergency room. And he was like, no. When we left Abilene, he was done. He was tired. He was done. He didn't want to go. We usually go and eat somewhere, that kind of stuff, right? And we had done that, and he was just over it. And I said, no problem. We'll go another day. Let's just don't worry about it. We'll just go another day. So we were talking about different things. I had to take Cerberus into the vet um, that that day and some other things, and it was like he said, you know what? Closer we got to home to that other town, he said, let's just go. I said, okay, we'll go. You sure? And he said, yep, let's go. I said, all right. So we went to their ER. And the doctor at that ER he was a little miffed. He was like, I don't understand why you're here. And I said, well, you know what? We're not really too sure ourselves. But here's the thing, his legs are swelling. He can't get in with his primary, which is a whole spiel all over again. This time, he said, okay. He said, well, there's a couple of things we can do and that we need to do, and we need to check him out. And I said, okay. So he ran an EKG, he did blood work, he did a chest x-ray, and he came in and he said, all right, he said, blood work looks good. I don't see any problems. Knowing everything that he has going on, yada yada yada. He said, you know what? It's fine. I wouldn't even worry about that right now. Okay. Then he said, your chest x-ray though, you're fighting a little bit of pneumonia. So he gave him an antibiotic, and he gave him one there in the emergency room. And then, well, see, I had bought this for Memorial Day. That's why it's red, white, and blue, because this one was for Memorial Day. I did not see that. But let me see what else is here that has like USA. Okay, we have this one that says USA. Land that I love. There's another USA. So let's look at our boxes. Do I want one of these colored backgrounds, or do I want the blank? I think I want a blank one. Don't want to do the red. I don't want to do this blue because I have a lot of that, so let's do this color. Or should I do the, I should do the red. I should do the red. Okay. There we go. And now I can write. I should have a 4th of July somewhere. I will look. I might look for it. I don't know. All right, so any of these for to do, to go, to call, day off, payday, self-care, and laundry. Planner time, that's usually on Sunday. I just have not felt good, is why I haven't gotten it done. I thought I saw this can be planner. And there is some decorative. A little strawberry that looks like a flag. That's fun. Okay. If you hear Duke, he's doing his job. We put him outside to do stuff. He has not been doing his job. He has been staying inside too much. And I'm having trouble right now where some of the cats are missing. I told Mr. Fiber, I said he's got to go out. He's got to go out and be out there so that they don't get. I don't know if we have a predator or what's going on, but he has to go outside. So he's out there. He's doing stuff. Now it's been so damn hot, and I don't know if the cats are just hiding or if they're really missing. So take that with a grain of salt until I know for sure. They may just be hiding out. Okay. I love doing this. Now I need, I really like these bandana things. I want to do one right here. And I'm going to put this basket here. Coffee cup. Another one, Land That I Love. It's like a little pot. What should we put right here? I think we need, bring this color over. So I'm so glad that we went ahead and took him and got him taken care of. And they did a very nice job. They did a great job. Everything went really well. I just don't understand that other place. It makes no sense to me. We got it all done right here close to home. So it is what it is. He's doing fine. And I really kind of feel like I want these all to match. Okay, well, that's looking good. What else have we got? Kind of want to use some of this. I like that. So that was a few days ago. No, it was a few weeks ago now. And like I said, he's doing fine. Better anyway. And then today was the follow up for his test that he had done. And that went really good. They're just going to keep monitoring him, and he's doing fine. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. What else do you think it needs, y'all? Anything? All right, let's put the icons. This one is the weekend. Right here would be weekend. But the way I have it laid out, I'm not going to use that. We have weigh-in, coffee cup, alarm clock, medicine, trash, phone calls, workouts, shopping. Could use shopping. Right here. This is really, though, this is where I write other things. Let's do this for shopping on that side. So I can write food list right there. This is usually where I write the things that I am tracking. So if I am going to do any of these things, it's my Fiber Floozie Crafts pen that was made for me by Amber. Okay, clean. I have still not cleaned the Keurig. Didn't do it at all last month. I did do my CPAP filter. So I need to do my CPAP filter. I do that every month, and because it's the first of the month, and then clean my CPAP. So what I do is I take it and I wash it with soap and water, and then I run soap and water through the hose, and then I hang everything up, let it dry. Okay. Change the sheets. Okay, I'm going to do that tomorrow because that's been 2 weeks. And then clean out the freezer. I cleaned the fridge out yesterday, but I need to clean my freezer um, in the laundry room. Not the one in the kitchen. Okay, that is it for this list. But this will go back in there. So yesterday I went to the hospital and got the monitor put on because I have started having PVCs again. And I might be repeating myself. And it just is a thing because rain fog is real. Super real right now. Oh, it's so pretty. Very happy to be able to put this in here as a specific thing. And I'm going to put the things to track, I'm going to put it here with the month. Now later I will come back and I will write, because I have some dates in my phone, that I will come back and I will write them in the monthly. And I will also write them. Now I don't know if I have any other appointments the rest of the week, but I can back plan. Use this one. And this one. And by back planning, I mean go back in and write what those appointments were. So my appointment was at Kendrick South, 1:30 p.m. Holter monitor. And then here, this one is Dad, cardiology, follow-up at 2:30 p.m. That's what I mean by back planning. They've already happened, but I'm just going to write them in. And then what I can do is like here, I can write things like they said we'll monitor. And then they started Lasix as needed. That's what the cardiologist did for him today. He did more in 5 minutes than both the ERs. I mean, the other ER ruled some things out and put him on antibiotics. I can't say they didn't do. They did great. But as far as what we really went for, the cardiologist took care of him today. Yeah. And then down here on Monday, PVCs. Down here on Tuesday, I'm having PVCs. I had a migraine and my blood pressure was high. Now this is very unusual for me, and I do not know why this is happening. So I am now going to have to take my blood pressure on the daily. And that is why I am trying to now decide on a layout for a book for my health. Because let me grab, hold on, I'm still in the same room. Let me grab the book that I use. What I have right now is a traveler's notebook. Now, see, I have things in here like dad's medicine and other things that I can put in here, but I don't know. See, like here is mine. I had done all the decorating and everything for this. Have all the medications in here and my medication routine, my my illnesses, my family's illnesses, all that kind of stuff, and some notes. And that's what I've got going on in this book. But I need to redo it with my current medications, and I need to get some charts in here where I can start charting my symptoms and all the things that are going on with me. And I need to start building a history um, for when I do get to see a specialist, that I will be ready to go with everything that's going on. Okay, that's what I got for you guys today. I did get some things in the mail. Let me show you a couple of things. This I got from Etsy. This is what Laura from Knit for Brains was showing on her podcast. I got this from Camilla and Love on Etsy. And there is the QR code that you can check it out. I don't remember what I paid for this, but it really was not much. It was not. And I got it engraved. So what this is a project bag. It had a little bit of a new smell, like with some glue in here. So that's why I put this in there. It's got pockets here, pocket here, and then it's got a zipper in the center. Okay. And then you zip it. Get it started here. It's a square bag, see? I gotta go off camera, sorry. I just need to get it started. It's actually got a zipper on both sides, one here and one here. All right, so see, I got it started. There we go. And then it has a handle on the top. When I open it up, there we go. It's been sitting flat for a while. It'll puff out, and I'm gonna put stuff in it, and it'll definitely puff out then. But there you go. And these don't have anything on them. They're just medallions. So if you are interested in something like this, just let me know and I can send you the link, or you can go back and look at that QR code. Okay? But this is probably going to be like I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to put in here. Probably a project and notions. I'm really wanting to have a more sturdy and centralized something I can put notions in for my projects and to keep it with me. Then I got these from Mojo Jojo. Mojo Jojo Plans was having an anniversary I believe it's her 5-year anniversary of making sticker books. When I go back and do my currently page, I will use some of these that I got. I think I had 3 orders from her. I'm going to take this out that has might have my address on it. Okay. She always sends me a personalized sticker. Saying thank you, Jill. Okay, this one is the rainbow currently. So when I do my currently page in my planner, which is this page. So it's got these 2 boxes and then this here. And this is called the currently page for the month. This is the stuff that you're doing now going into the month. And she has put together this one, and I got the rainbow one. And these are edits right here. So something didn't go quite right or didn't get put in the book like it was supposed to. Once she gets them in the mail, then she puts them in with the book. They're the edits. But you've got currently, and everything comes in clear and then in paper, and then challenges, successes, uh, continuing, dating, debating, discovering, enjoying, and all in this is it's all the things you're currently doing, and it is in alphabetical order. I love these. These are prompts, and they're just so cool. Things you're obsessed with, and they're in different fonts. And then this other one, I'm telling you, she's just the go-to for the stickers. That's all there is to it. In my eyes, she's the go-to. Got another one of those. And I got her summer, and I think this was new. It's the 2.0. These are the summer boxes. So this is, these are the functional boxes. Oh, look at that. And they're all in summer colors. Oh, those are fun colors. And I love it because it's all in one book, all ready to go. Oh, 4th of July. I can do this month to go along with what I've been doing here today. And then this one is the pastels. And this is the series 2. She had a sale for her anniversary. Those are great. And these are all individual, see? They're individual boxes. See? And then actually, when you finish a section of these, you can actually cut these and you can use them on a page also. So it's like getting to use them twice. So I got those 3. Hmm, I think these two, well, like I said, these are all the new versions here. Okay. And then I got some older versions of her stuff and the newer. I got Feel the Feels and then Feel the Feels 2. And then I got Perfectly Imperfect Quotes. And these are all prompts so that I can put them on the page and then all I have to do is fill it in. Overwhelmed, overstimulated, irritated, happy, frustrated, disappointed. They're all in different fonts also. And then you have your big quotes too. Which I didn't do that, did I? Didn't put a big quote in there. I'll have to do that. So this is Perfectly Imperfect. This one is Feel the Feels. And they're in paper and clear. And then this one has emoticons and quotes. And it says, I am feeling. So you can put that in there and then you put the other things underneath it. And that's another good thing to do on a currently page. But this one is long enough. Thank you all for spending this time with me. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will talk to you all soon. Have fun today. You are enough. And here we are always human. Love y'all.